single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello, it's Tasha Danvers here, two-time Olympian and Olympic bronze medalist, and this is your daily dose of Danvers, where I aspire to uplift, educate, well, maybe it's a bit of an education, motivate, encourage us and inspire us to be our very best selves. Now, I do that by taking a card from an inspirational, motivational card deck that I have and just speaking about it from the heart. Today's box of cards comes from 60 empowering questions, and it's by Desi's shop. Yes. And the card of the day says, I am confident. Fear and anxiety have no place in my life. Let me just preface this card by saying, oh, there's more in the back. Good to know. There's a place for fear in your life when, you know, you have a natural reaction. If there's a car coming at you at 100 miles an hour and you're standing in the middle of the road, you should have fear, which should trigger you to do something about it and move, right? But we're not talking about that kind of fear. We're talking about unhealthy fear. For example, a fear of speaking in public. You're not going to get mowed down or eaten alive by speaking in public. I hope. They really don't have any place in our lives, and we should do our utmost, we should do our best to try and make sure that misplaced, unhealthy fear does not have any part in our life, because that fear and that anxiety is what really holds us back from being able to live out our best lives, because we are being our best selves. The only way to do the things in life that we really need to do to be our greatest self is to remove the fear and remove the anxiety. As long as I'm afraid of speaking in public, I'm never going to speak in public, and I'll never know how great I could have been. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Tasha Danvers. She had to speak in front of her entire school assembly. She was so nervous. She had a piece of paper, I don't have one around me, she had a piece of paper she was reading from, and it was shaking so much that she couldn't read what was on the page. The entire front row saw it first, and they started laughing, and then the laughter spread throughout the whole auditorium. She could have given up there, but she said no. I for some reason, her little confident 14-year-old, her 13, 12, however old she was, somewhere in there, said no, I'm going to try this again. At the next opportunity to speak in front of her entire school, again she spoke, but this time she decided that she would put her words on a piece of cardboard paper. Surely she'd be able to speak confidently then. She got on stage, and guess what? The cardboard shook so much she could not read what was on the page. But did her little 12-year-old, 13, 14, however old she was, give up then? She said, no. Surely, if I memorize it, I won't have to worry about my body shaking. And that is what I did. And look at me now. I'm confident. I can talk to you, no problem. I've spoken all over the place to all kinds of people for all kinds of reasons, right? But had I given up because of that fear, oh gosh, they're going to laugh at me, I'm going to not be able to control the vicious shaking that's so bad I can't even read what on the page, forget it. Speaking is just not for me. I wouldn't even be talking to you right now. And wouldn't that be a shame? No, but you get my point, right? I could have let that fear and that anxiety just dictate how the rest of my life has been. But because I did not allow that fear to overtake me and be the final answer to that situation, I have been able to speak in amazing places, and as a result have met some amazing people, and that could have all been non-existent had I made a different decision. So we need to draw from the areas that we are confident in. So how can you project that? By thinking about the things you have done well, by standing tall no matter what, by keeping your head up no matter what, by keeping your shoulders back no matter what. Those are ways that you can project your confidence no matter how you're feeling. Even if I'm nervous, and I'll speak on stage and I'll be nervous. Do I go on stage like this? No, I walk out there like this. Hey, everybody, how you doing? I'm like, I'm so scared right now. There's so many people in this audience. Man, you guys are staring at me. You look like you are not having a good time. Oh my God, right? Like, that is how, I don't say all those things, but that is how I get out there, despite how I'm feeling. So look at your fears, figure out which ones are unhealthy, and figure out how you can take action. Did it work the first time I tried to get rid of that fear? No. Did it work the second time? No. Did it work the third time? No. I forgot even though I memorized it, I forgot what I was supposed to say. So it's not always just gonna fix in a lickety split. It can take time, but if you are willing and committed to get to the end result and eliminate that unhelpful fear and that unhelpful anxiety, you can produce and create phenomenal life-changing results in your life. Now, if you don't want phenomenal life-changing results in your life, then don't worry about it. But most of us want to be the best version of ourselves we can be. And in order to do that, we've got to do the work, right? Because remember, nothing happens until we take action. So I want you to take action on this within the next 24 hours, whether it's journaling, brainstorming, actually doing something about it, whatever it is. It'd be great if you actually make that move. All right. So that is all for me today. I hope it's been helpful, thoughtful, useful, and I hope that you will join me again tomorrow. If you want to reach out to me on any of my social medias, it's www.tasha360.com. I hope you have a great day.
Every single day